Friends
I'm
from the other call. Told them to come hang out with us.
I'm one of those new friends.
Or Danielle, you one of the late friends, man.
Hi, new
Yes.
friend.
Danielle
Yes.
signed up an hour after the challenge started. So we
Literally.
got Bob over here. Good, yeah, good crowd. Smaller crowd, decent crowd. Let's see. Let me go through. Got a couple new faces, couple old faces.
You call me old?
You ain't old, girl. You like younger than me.
I love when my like 80-year-old patients call me kiddo, and I'm like, I'm gonna make sure you get warm washcloths.
Kiddo. Kiddo, how's your week going?
Mine?
Kiddo.
Move.
Yeah, how's your week going?
It's actually going really good. We were pausing on the sink installation for right now.
What?
Um, New sink, new dishwasher. Welcome to Lowe's is my favorite phrase in the entire world.
Like,
So this office has been the one remaining unfinished project since we moved in 3 years ago because I just do we make it a guest room? What the heck do we do with it? We got a guest room already. I wanted to like full office. That's why you always see the background. So the
Wait,
desk
3 years? That's it? We've been in this house 10 years, and I'm sitting in a room that we started to remodel last February, and it's still not done.
the desk and you know what? When she went to New York a couple weeks ago, we made the decision. I might have mentioned this already. We made the
Yeah,
decision to
with you switch things around.
and I switched everything. Oh my God, I was aching and I lift stuff for fun. And I did it. She realized she could hear every call that I'm on, and she did not like that. So the past 2 nights I've been re-switching it, and then the desk just showed up. So now I got to tear this one down again. I finally got a desk I want. Thank you, Amazon sales. My desk is small. I have two monitors behind the laptop monitor. It just doesn't work. But
Oh,
I'm a multiple window person. I need a like when I'm designing programs and looking at what people do. I have a nutrition window and I have a training window and I have a notes window and a laptop window does not function. There's 85 windows open behind the Zoom window right now.
I'm the final person in the office that's still, oh, you got baby puppy. Sorry, dog. Um,
Whose
I
dog
am the
did you
final.
say?
Sue has a dog,
I
and
wanted
it's
to
like
say Sue's
puppy
dog.
puppy.
the Bobby.
Sue, let us see the
Oh
dog.
my, yeah. Oh my gosh.
Be
Is
like
it a
Oh my
puppies.
gosh.
is it a doodle?
She is the love
Oh
and
Oh,
my
bane of my life.
gosh.
I have cute
She's
aggression.
a mini golden doodle. She's about 8, almost 9 weeks old now.
Oh,
And this little miss does not want to pee and poop where she's supposed to.
Oh
So,
no.
so yeah, good times. But we're
She's,
moving to Florida this weekend. Yay!
you're
We
Ooh.
have a
moving?
backyard instead of the apartment. Yay!
You're
Move in,
moving?
baby, in the backyard.
Don't call me to help with any moving.
Wait,
we
I had you on speed dial.
we are at the age now where we call 20 somethings and we only have to pay them in pizza.
Yes.
College hunks hauling junk.
Wait, is that a thing?
You never heard of that?
No.
College Hunks is a moving
Yeah,
company, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a moving company.
in Wisconsin, we also give them beer.
I like it.
In Wisconsin, you got to give them beer too.
Oh, well, I
Can't
run
I'll
a
just
beer
take the
pizza.
beer.
distributor, so that's
beer
check.
works.
That's probably what I'll do while I build the desk. And I'm one of those people like Legos. I try to do them without instructions. So we'll see how the desk comes out.
Oh
And then
gosh.
maybe I can figure out what goes behind here. I was inspired by another new friend, Jennifer. You could see her beautiful bookshelf behind her. And yeah, Jen, that's getting me. I'm like, okay, I have so many books that I'm just like, I gotta fix the books. And this my vision will come to life now that I've been given full reign over this room.
This unfinished room that I'm in, the room itself is finished, but the door is actually a hidden bookshelf door.
I like that. Like
And
you're
so,
like Batman.
yes, that's 100% where the inspiration came from. Um, and so it's going to be a bookshelf that you pull the book. We have a book that you pull and you pull it out and it makes the door swing open.
What book is it?
It is a book about Oliver Hazard Perry, who, if you are familiar with the U.S. Naval Academy, in the U.S. Naval Academy, there is a flag hanging that says "Don't give up the ship," and that was Oliver Hazard Perry. During the Battle of 1812, or in the Battle of 1812, there was the Battle of Lake Erie, which was the U.S. versus French, and Oliver Hazard Perry was the woohoo. Somebody who knows who you're down with OHP. Um, Thanks, Beth. So Oliver Hazard Perry was an admiral who helped win the War of 1812 from the Battle of Lake Erie.
Okay. Okay.
Nerds, when you
If
live
I
on the Lake Erie, so
I'm a different kind of nerd. If I had a book like that opened a bookshelf, it would be called Greed. And if anybody can get that reference, you get bonus points.
oh, my books are all sappy romance novels. So, oh wait, Beth, you went to Barron? That's awesome. That's in my town.
Yeah, Mike and I both went to Barron and graduated. That's where we met.
I'm from Erie, like that's where I live.
Yeah, we live in Kane.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, awesome.
I camp out there. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
Stop by my house anytime.
Listen, you see me knocking, open up.
I will.
Bethany remembers Greed the show. The Greed reference, Adam's Family. If you remember that scene where Raul Julia pulls the book, it was called Greed.
Yeah.
I love that movie. So people new to this call, we either A, BS for a little bit and I answer questions, or B, I present. Usually we flip back and forth, Q&A week, and I present. We're gonna do a little bit of both tonight. So I realize it's the final 2 months of the year. Is anybody freaking out? I'm freaking out. No? You're cool.
Time is just flying.
Time is flying. Exactly. So tonight we focus on finishing strong. Can we see my upper screen? Yeah, we can. So yeah, final 2 months of the year, finishing them strong. That's gonna be my focus tonight. I'm gonna go through it quick because I'm enjoying the chit chat tonight. And I prepared. Well, I never prepared. So we'll talk about, how to set powerful goals, realistic goals just for the final stretch of the year. Goals that align with lifestyle, training, vision for what's next. Um, let's jump to my next screen. But locking in the momentum for the next 60 days is the big goal. I think this is the time of year where people tend to fall off and disappear. That's why I was like, you know what? We're gonna add some people into the group tonight. Let them come hang out with us because it's hard to, and that's why I did the challenge this time of year, test it out because life gets in the way. Christmas and Thanksgiving. I was just informed that Christmas started November 1st and it goes up until the day before Thanksgiving. And then Thanksgiving happens and then the clock resets and it's back to Christmas. So I didn't know that was a thing, but we want to lock in. So one of my quote, not my quote, but quote that I like is the finish line is in the end. It's the standard we set for the next race. People talk about it like the mountaintop. Nobody ever climbs to the top of the mountain and is like, all right, this is the next one. They look, they find the next peak and keep moving on. So it's another thing. Like if you're thinking about runners, and you ever see a runner come to a dead stop at the end of the finish line? Like nobody stops at the end of the finish line, and they keep moving. They run through that momentum, and that's the goal, just to keep running through the momentum, set momentum in the next 2 months of the year. That way, you're not like all those people in January that mosey on into the gym and are just trying to get started and it's too crowded, so they quit. So refocus on the priorities, recommit to what matters to you, realign the actions that, are going to help you build momentum going into the new year. So I'm a big fan of taking inventory. That's another reason, I got the desk. The desk is set. It's out there. There's 2 boxes. I was not aware it was going to be 2 boxes. This might be a big project, but I like to have my little, and actually Jennifer and I talked about this. She's a tech note taker. And I was like, I have like 20 journals sitting in here I never use, but I like to write things down, have them in front of me. So I'm trying to figure out like, do I put a whiteboard on the wall and all that? But ask yourself, like, what wins are you proud of from the year so far? I'm super proud of this community. Like I love that we've built something here together that everybody here is a part of that. Don't let me get sappy again. That'd be two calls in a row where I got sappy with y'all. What are the struggles? What did I put off? I know my marathon training has been slacking personally, and then relating it to what we do here, has the consistency in nutrition, training, recovery, and mindset. Speaking of consistency, I got to check in on somebody and see how their consistency's been. But let's see. I'm going to check in on somebody's consistency. So while I do that, I'll ask, what's the let's do one win in the chat. What's your big win this year where you're like, I stayed in the game when I could have quit, and give me a big win from the year. I also got to find the chat.
Walking my first half marathon.
Walking your first half marathon, or you can yell it out loud. I support that. Gonna have to pick on somebody.
My big win was getting a under 2:30 half marathon. I had a proof of time from a 10K, but to be able to pull that through into a half was amazing.
I like it. I like it.
I'm walking right now, so sorry for the heavy breathing, but I am proud of myself. I actually reversed my pre-diabetes. Just found out last month by a lot. I got diagnosed in like 2022 and I was horrible. I slacked. I let it get to me and I was like, well, F it. It runs in the family. And then this year I started my running journey in February and I've lost over 30 pounds so far and completely reversed the pre-diabetes. So that is my win.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Okay. You should have told me you were going to say that, because last week we had a
Oh
call
my gosh.
with a very similar situation.
I think we were all crying.
And I think everybody cried on that call.
Oh,
Sorry.
Close, yeah.
Daniela, we're not ready for it 2 weeks in a row.
Okay, no, nobody cry for me. Let's just be happy for
No,
me.
it's freaking awesome.
Thank you.
That is incredible. Props to
Thank
you.
you.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
I love it. Okay. Who was I going to call out? Let's see what else we got in there. 35 pounds for season. Completed my first half. Did my first half and second. Thought Dopey was 66. I got 61 days away. The weather and darkness is making me feel claustrophobic as well. I'm not here for it. Finished 3 marathons and a 10 miler. Oh, 3 half marathons. I was like, damn, Bob. Still, damn, Bob.
Trying, and did them all like 325 pounds too. So
You you better go for another walk, because you're teasing me with the 295 pounds today.
295.5 it was, I think.
Trying to kill me, man. I've stuck to retraining for a 10K after that disaster of a 10K. I actually PR'd. You did great. You did great. Doing winding down 5 and 10 after my fall at a trail race. We fall, we got to get back up. Finishing my first half marathon and my poop plaque for completing 2 half marathons this year in Lancaster. I want to do that race. I'm dying to do that. Run, walk my first marathon, first half marathon. Staying on track with my workouts and nutrition. Having to dig out clothes I haven't worn in 5 to 6 years because they don't fit, or because they do fit now. Heather, I'm costing you money in hunting gear. Sorry, not sorry.
Actually, I found a tote of stuff from before we moved into the house that had like a bunch of, because mostly what didn't fit was my thermals. And so I found a tote that had a bunch of like smaller stuff. So I'm not going to have to buy new clothes tomorrow. So that's nice.
I like that you don't have to buy new clothes, but it's one of those things that I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. It's not, it's, that's the reason.
It's not
you hang out with me.
It's not a terrible problem.
It's the reason you hang out with me
It is kind of true.
and eat all the first for him.
Yeah. I just
Lori
got
says-
like,
What was that?
I just got like two things of protein and some collagen and I don't know what else, bunch of stuff.
You're welcome.
I think they should sponsor us, really. We should work on that.
I may or may not get $1 or $2 every time you buy something if you use the link I sent you.
Okay. At least you get something. I just
Yep.
came home to a,
It's enough to get my supplements is what it ends up being.
yeah. I just came home to a pile of ducks and geese.
All right.
I
Pile
can
of
show
ducks
you.
and geese.
Yeah, here. See, hold on.
I'm gonna jump real quick. Lori says you should buy them anyway. So I'm proud of Lori is she got a workout in this week. Go Lori. And she's done walking. So we're gonna shout it out to Lori. We're gonna give her a little props. I'm convinced I'm gonna get her consistent soon and she's gonna fall in love with
I'm
working
here.
out.
I'm doing my Legos.
I'm doing my Legos. You're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm
You're moving in the
trying.
right direction.
I got to figure out how to get more than 6,000. That's the like my steps are weird for me because when I was in the classroom, I literally would walk miles a day. And
You're on
going
your feet most of it. Yeah.
going to an office job, like yesterday, I walked 2 miles on the treadmill last night, and I still only had just under 7,000 steps, and that's like bizarro to me.
We gotta get you moving more. I hit 13,197 today, so I'm on the low end. Low end.
Yeah, me too.
What'd you get?
I'm at 9 something today.
You didn't run.
93.72. Yeah, I didn't run today. Twig
Neither
says I
did
get
I.
a day
That's
off.
why.
I get a day off today apparently because I got 3 miles tomorrow, 8 miles on Saturday, and 20 miles on Sunday.
Get up from the desk and walk around for 10 minutes. Bob said it.
Yeah, but the thing, okay, so you have to understand.
That's what I do.
I work in a cottage behind the owner of the company's house.
That's
It's
not creepy.
probably 600 square feet, and there's 3 of us in there. There's nowhere to walk to.
All right. We're gonna figure out how to get you moving. Maybe do it on the call instead of building Legos. Just saying.
I literally I work in a tiny office that I can't leave my department because I have to watch my patients, but I will get up and I will like do a figure 8 walking like every 10, 15 minutes, like however, like whatever works in between my patients, and I will just make figure 8 laps. Like they laugh at me. They call it like the zoo because like when you see like animals at the zoo have like that trail. So like even if you only have like 600 square feet, like you can do it, I promise. Like sometimes walking in a figure 8 is no fun, but I have an over 2-year streak of over 10,000 steps, and sometimes it's because I make laps in my office.
I will try it. The furniture is so massive. Like there's literally nowhere to walk. Like because it's supposed to be a guest house. So there's like a bedroom that the owner is in. Then there's like a little hallway. There's a bathroom. I don't know. I'll take a picture of it tomorrow. You'll see what I mean. The desks are literally, they're ginormous. Like I've never seen desks this big, and there's only 2 of them in there.
We gotta get you moving. You
I
get me
know.
excited about my new desk. I might build it after. After you, who needs to spend time with the wife? I'll build a desk after the call.
It's not as much fun as building my flamingo Lego.
You build. All right. I'm gonna get on. I like the conversation here. This one you can keep inside though. Ask yourself what you struggled with or put off. It sounds like steps for a lot of people. Steps for a lot of people, and then give yourself a little score. Personally, 1 to 10, like how you've been on those 1, 2, 3, 4 things. And be honest with yourself. It's not to grade yourself, it's to be aware. And I'm a firmly like awareness is how you get better. So I start taking inventory. Where did I drop the ball what could I have done better? I'm already beating myself up because I didn't get through. I got through all of the weekend check-ins that I got on Saturday and Sunday before Sunday was out. And then this week has just hit me like a bag of bricks and I'm coming down with something. So I still have check-in forms to get back. So I'm like beating myself up on that. So it's like top of my list. Let's try to get that done tomorrow or Saturday morning. Be aware and get it done. But coming into the next one, the power of the final stretch. That's what what I personally love about this time of day year is 60 days, a lot of time to create real change. And people will like, no, no, I'm gonna wait to January. If you just focus for 8 weeks, like 56 days, you completely just can shift the your body composition, your energy, your confidence, mindset. Like even just me being focused for 4 days on the challenge, I'm like, wow, not as far off as I thought I was after too many finish line beers that everybody called me out on the call the other night, last night. Was that last night? All blends. But I don't feel too far off. But that's I'm using the other challenge to build habits that just carry into January because I am so guilty of falling off. Dopey's training stresses me out. It stressed me out. It takes a lot of time, and my my willpower just goes to let's say it how it is. It goes to shit during dopey training, during the tail end of dopey training. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, let's go eat all the crap and do all the things. I'm doing all this running. It's going to be fine. But compounding effort, small habits done daily over 8 weeks, you can get a lot from it. So I'm tracking more accurately now, going, being track at the beginning of the week, talked about that last night, and watching the lifts, watching the walks, watching the recovery. It just stacks up, and I'm just trying to add wins going into these last 60 days. That way, it's going to make January, once the race is over, once Dopey's over, makes it feel effortless. I like dialing in right now to stay focused, then enjoy the holiday celebration days, then just pick my momentum back up in January. It's easier mentally. I like it. I like it, Ashley. Let's see. Let's see. I don't have a lot of slides tonight because I want to go back to the chit chat. This is the reason a lot of people can't coast through the holidays. It's where a lot of people fall off and fall apart. Everybody tells them, I've said this 5 times tonight. I'll start fresh in January. I I've already started getting messages. Can you hold me a spot in your one-on-one or hold me a spot in your group in January? And like, you just get going now. That's outside of one person, and it's more of a financial thing. And I know what she has on her plate. I gave a pass. Others, I'm like, you can't commit to yourself now. We're not going to waste each other's time. You're probably not my people, you know. But holiday travel, food, stress, excuses, all that gets into the mix. I'm guilty of it too. You know what? I like to go to the little Christmas themed bars. I'm not gonna lie. We have a tradition now because Adam's lived here. Him and his wife have lived here. I always forget to mention her. It's no wonder Michelle thought that he got a divorce. I finally told them that story last weekend.
Oh no, I told them that when you were getting a beer, you were doing something, and I was
That
talking to
sounds
Kim and
accurate.
Adam and Erica, and they were cracking up because I didn't even know that they were married. I thought maybe they were just dating. No, apparently they've been married for like 14 years.
She messaged, if anybody knows Adam, the other guy I run with, she messaged me what, 2 months ago.
Months ago.
She was making us little bracelets, and she's like, "Is Adam? What did you say? Is Adam still with?"
I said, is Adam still with his girlfriend? Because I'm making you guys something special, but I don't want him to feel sad if I made her one and then they weren't together.
And I'm like, they've been married for like 15 years. So it was our funny story this weekend from the race weekend. Lack of clear direction or accountability. I think I'm gonna have like a side chat. I think I can do that in Telegram. So in our Telegram chat, I can make like another sub chat for an accountability chat. Like if anybody's looking for an accountability buddy, I know I had somebody ask for that. Two people asked for that in the check-in form, and trying to think of how to like facilitate that. Like somebody who just wants outside of me another friend in the game. I love that Susan and Sue. I don't know why I called her. I put your names together. I call her Sue and Season. I made you Susan, which is also still a real name. Yeah, Sue and Season have become like BFFs for life after meeting here, and now we need Season to move here. So
Facebook told me today that Sue and I have been friends for 1 year.
for real,
Yeah.
That's right, because we connected at Wine and Dine.
Yeah, you
last
attacked
night.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally attacked you. Yep. And then I attacked Krista.
It's how you meet good friends. You attack them. You attack them. That's I like it. Yeah, so accountability. I'm trying to facilitate something like that. And I needed to that's why I like doing the challenges because I won't again put people through what I'm not going through myself. I will make sure to stay extra accountable during that. And you know, I got a feeling y'all are gonna judge me if I show up to dopey at 400 pounds. You know, I don't know. Like be like, what the heck am I working with this guy for? I don't know. So we'll figure it out. But that those all those above mindsets, like that just cost people months of progress. Like I've watched people just fall off and lose a year of progress in November and December. They fall apart, it gets messy, and it's not the holidays that I think ruins people's goals, it's that they don't have a plan to navigate the holidays. You know, they let the stress, the travel, the lack of structure just derail them. And somebody said, "How do you?" Somebody asked me on the Instagram chat I did, like, "How do you get stuff done?" And I'm like, "My workout is on the calendar. If it's on the calendar, like, I have an app called Structured, and it's the first thing. My workout is scheduled on my own phone, even though I know I'm going to work out every morning. It's scheduled that I'm at the gym from 5 a.m. to 7 because I like to do the sauna and I like to walk before I actually lift. I don't spend 2 hours relentlessly in there. It's a lot more. Takes me about 20 minutes to unload my gym bag. Okay, don't judge me, and get settled in and get in my mindset. But I come in with a plan. It's on my checklist every day to get that done, and I got it. It's just I don't feel right if I don't check off the checklist. So having a plan, knowing where I'm going next, what I'm doing after that. I'm gonna be home in time to walk Coda. He's loving this cold weather, and you don't need perfection through the holidays. You just need intention. You gotta make sure that you have an intention going through and set a little focus. With that, I like to, my personal framework that I like to use. This is how I set it. I don't do 10 goals. I don't do a wish list. Just one big meaningful goal, and I recommend this for everybody that gets me to December 31st. And that is this year to not lose control. Enjoy, enjoy, but not lose control of my nutrition during this because this is the events, especially living in Orlando, like the events pop up like crazy. It's like, oh, let's go see all the Christmas trees at Disney and do a monorail crawl into a Skyliner crawl. That's our Black Friday tradition. And it just turns into like a weekend of just eating all the Disney treats, which is okay, but that means I just want to dial in extra Monday through Friday because okay, I'm gonna enjoy that. I'm gonna set it up. So first thing I do, clarity, what's the one big goal that's gonna make the difference right now? For me, it's keeping that nutrition on point. Could be losing 5 pounds. We're doing a little challenge right now. Might be hitting the gym 3 times a week, no matter what. My other, sub goal, making sure I get these damn runs in so Chris Twiggs doesn't strangle me, making sure I'm doing my running and I stay on point there. Could be just getting back into consistent tracking because that brings the awareness we're talking about as well. And making time, making sure I make time for the family, all that stuff and not not lose sight with all the chaos that time of year because this is the time of year people try to get a jump on the calendar. Like, okay, can I book a call for January? Can we talk? Can I people start asking me a lot of questions in the DMs? But be specific with your goals. Like vagueness doesn't help. Mine is consistently watch the tracking, watch my macros, not gain more than 5 pounds. It's losing right now. Thank you, challenge. It's keeping me on track. And then control. What's in the control daily? So focus on what you can control each day. Don't focus on the month. You can't control the scale every day. Bob, you wanted to weigh 295 pounds this morning, right?
I did.
You
I did.
You weigh 295.5. You can't control that.
No.
But you can control hitting the nutrition goal, getting yourself moving, like you are doing. And this one, I don't know that you can control, but like going to bed on time. I think you struggle with that one.
Well, I go to bed early, but I don't sleep. So it's just with my shoulder pain and everything else. I'm up. Like last night, I got a lot. I got 5 hours. That's a lot for me.
I should not have drank water as you said I got a lot 5 hours because I just cringed. If I got 5 hours of sleep, I would die.
Well,
I would
that's good
lose
for
my
me.
mind. I would absolutely lose. I'd be a grumpy cat. And my
That was
sleep
me
is
during
not.
the World Series.
You're crazy. And then they robbed you with,
Let's not go there.
you don't want to talk about it?
No.
That's why for me, the Run Disney races are great. I'm up that time anyway.
I can't wait till the California race where I don't have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm used to being up at that hour. I don't even have to adjust. The problem is not falling asleep in like the Guardians of the Galaxy line. That'll be a challenge. I can't even see my screen. Commitment. There's my last one. Commitment. It's not perfection. It's not, you got to be on point with, I'll repeat that 1,000 times. You do not have, I promise I will not be anywhere near 100% this time of year. Hopefully I don't drop the ball too hard, but showing up 80% of the time when it's not convenient, when it's not convenient, it's very easy to do everything when everything dies down except for dopey runners. Doesn't die down for us until like February, but it's die down in January. Things get calmer. New year reset, all that fun stuff. It's convenient for people then. If you could stay 80% right now, you'd be golden. So ask yourself like what does that look like for me? It could be trimming the workout when time gets tight. Like I missed my calf raises. Well, nobody died. You still got 80% of your workout in. Couldn't do the core today. Well, could you do a couple sit-ups tomorrow? Nope. I'm not gonna dog you if you just do the first 3 exercises and like it's better than nothing. It something beats nothing almost every day. Prepping the meals, instead of skipping eating. A lot of people, that's a big thing this time of year where people are like, dude, I was at the mall all day and I just forgot to eat, and then bam, I left and Chick-fil-A, there it was. I had to go hit Chick-fil-A. So you commit to the goals. Commit to them. My goal system, prime everything, reset the foundation. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, reset the foundation. So my sleep, my hydration, my recovery, could have added in nutrition there, but that's what I'm like. I got to refocus. I got to dial in. Almost take a little step back to go forward. Progress through training with nutrition and purpose, and training and nutrition with purpose. I just literally because like I'm dialed in on the dopey training a lot right now, and I felt like I was just kind of checking the boxes on my workouts, and I'm like going through. I haven't made any. I feel like I'm not making substantial progress because I'm putting a lot of energy into one cup and I'm not filling the other one. So I literally rewrote my entire training plan to more closely align with that dopey training. It's got 3 days of mobility work. So I'm able to do that after the 45-minute runs, able to do that and get moving and still, loosen things up. It's nice to not feel creaky as the miles start to get a little crazy. And then really structured my training, my strength training. Okay, what can I get in? What can I get in to maintain the volume, not lose muscle mass, still feel good, and still progress forward. So I scaled a lot of the volume back because I know my body is expending energy elsewhere. And still, I did not anticipate I hit a PR this morning. I'm not even going to talk about it because Bob's going to dog. Bob, I got long. How long are your arms, man? I got long, lanky arms. Never been the strongest at the bench press, but I had a 5 rep max at 275 this morning. I was feeling good about it. And I looked at the guy that spotted me and I was like, dude, thank you. I said, I don't know if I would have pushed 5 out without the spot. I know I could get 3 out. I said, but I wanted 5 today. And I looked at him. I said, I'm going to hit 315 before this year of my life is up. Before I hit my next year, I'm going to hit 315 for the first time ever. Like, thank you for being part of that process. Thank you for being the safety net, making sure I got there. And
I
then
can help you with that.
I know you could.
I
I know
could. I definitely could.
you'd like bench press king. I'm scared to push it that far.
Well, I have short arms. I have T-Rex arms.
That's what I said. These long, lanky arms
Yeah.
do not help.
You could probably curl a ton of weight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I could never curl a lot, but I can bench press a lot.
It's annoying as all hell when I see somebody 4 foot nothing and they're squatting 500 pounds. I'm like, you don't have anywhere to go. Like there's barely any movement to get that thing. Got to go through a lot more range of motion there. Preserve the last one. Protect the results through accountability and community. So that's where, accountability chat, maybe share. I'll add that in and share your wins because you might motivate somebody else. I feel like last week, after that share we had last week, I could have run through a damn brick wall. Like I went into the gym, hyped up the next morning. Well, lost my screen. I was trying to scroll through, and I was just jazzed up. I'm like, man, I I think I spent all weekend. If I wasn't in the gym, I was in front of the laptop just working on stuff here because I was like so inspired, and I'm like, man, this is awesome. So think about what you need to double down on with these things, and it's the final stretch of the year. Like, what am I weakest at? How do I strengthen that? How do I really dial in on it? Let's see. Momentum rituals, 3 point system. Make sure you're moving your body. Fuel yourself. Try to think about fueling yourself with intent. So actually, the moving your body, like that goes back. I want to dial deeper into that one. That goes back where I'll have somebody say, I didn't have 45 minutes to an hour to get a workout in today, so I didn't do anything. I went and sat at work all day. Did you walk the dog for 10 minutes? Like, did you get going? Nope. I went straight. I sat in the car, drove to work for an hour, sat at the desk, drove home for the hour, sat on the couch, and just zonked out. Try- Throw a little, throw a little intentional movement. Get the dog walk in if you can. That's why I started with the step count challenge in the the challenge. There's my words. But yeah, next up, fuel with intent. It's so I'll say this probably 1,000 times for the next 2 months. I'm so glad I don't work in an office anymore, just because the amount of treats that come through the door and the mindless eating. It's just I pick something up and I was like, don't donut, Chick-fil-A. They always used to bring them chicken minis. Oh, so good. But think about fueling your body, especially if you're in training for a marathon or a half marathon. Like what's going to fuel you? What's going to make you feel good? And then win the mind. The mind gets pulled you got kids, man. They're starting to come with lists from Santa and all that stuff and trying to worry about making everybody happy. And I got to decorate the house and I got to plan because my in-laws are coming. And God knows I hate my in-laws. Oh, they're going to drive me crazy. My mother-in-law is not bad. My father-in-law is not bad either. But you start bogging down on all that stuff. And I'm like, all I want to do is go to the damn gym. And I was like, no, I can't. I don't have time. Then you just lost the battle with the brain right there. It's like second you throw I can into there, things are gonna fall apart. If you say you're doing yes to all three of those things, you're winning, in my opinion. You track those instead of it's the season where I don't obsess too much over the scale and just try to do small things consistently. Because if you lock in those small things consistently, psh, going into the new year, it's gonna be easy peasy. And that's my rant for tonight. That's my rant for tonight. And I left 20 minutes so we can chit chat. Boom, I did go quick. And thank you for my congratulations on a PR. We planned a cruise out of LA that weekend. Wait, what did I miss in the chat? Be awesome. Accountability chat. The theme bars are so fun. I'm a little upset I didn't make it. I didn't make it to the Halloween one. There's a good Halloween one in Orlando. I'll said I didn't make that. And we're not doing it. We generally will try to do a New York trip to Christmas, but this was by not doing a New York trip for Christmas, it was the easiest way to dodge my family, to be honest. So they're a lot during the holidays. They're a lot. But we usually will do like a crawl and see all the little bars decked out for Christmas. So I'm a huge fan of that. The pop-up ones. I feel like Ashley, you ever go to Miracle? Miracle on Blank or Nightmare on pop-ups. Those are fun. I lose more weight this time of year than over the summer. Summer is barbecue and beer season. See, it's always barbecue season here. I grilled I grilled Tuesday night after a call, like 7 o'clock. So I did it. Patients bringing in cookies and snacks starts basically next week. Yeah, that's when willpower. Even when I was working in the gyms regularly, like the members would bring me in Christmas gifts, and it was almost always food. I think they thought I had to put on some weight. Like there's this wonderful lady, and I still see her. Her name's Paula. She makes this delicious pumpkin cake with like cream cheese baked into it. And my wife does not eat any of that. So I eat the whole thing over like a course of 2 days. It's like, I wish Season lived closer. I bet she could bake me something delicious. She just pulled out the giant knife on us. If I coast for months. Why do you coast for months?
Well, I am just like, yeah, I didn't do well this weekend, and next weekend's Christmas, and then after that, it's, New Year's, and I might as well just hibernate because it's cold and dark, and then I'll wait till March.
You just described like 90% of the people this time of year.
I've absolutely done that.
90% of the people, you just described them. It's normal. That's why I was like, and I came up with this topic at 5 o'clock this morning because I was doing a lot of this stuff this morning where I was like, I gotta dial in because I'm gonna fall off. I just started looking at all the things we have coming up, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my gosh. And it got over, and then okay, yeah. I was so happy when I looked at Final Surge and saw that I only have to do 4 miles on Saturday. And I was like, that what a blessing that I only have 4 miles this weekend. This dopey thing's getting overwhelming. But yeah. Oh, Heidi only has only 5. Tom, I have
How
a
is that?
question.
How is only 4 and 5? I got 8.5 and 20.
You're going off Galloway plan.
Yeah.
I'm doing customized plan.
Okay.
Customized plan. And what was the question, Bethany?
I didn't want to cut anyone off. My question is, so, I'm not really a big supplement girly. I take, my vitamins or my vitamin D, like a fiber thing. But so like this time of year, obviously like with the fact that I drive a lot and it gets dark early and just life, I get like in that like 2 p.m. kind of a slump. And I don't want to drink more pop. Like once in a while, if I know it's going to be a late night, I'll have a pop at like 1. But do you recommend anything to give an energy boost throughout this time of year? I've already had, I've had all my blood tests done, so all my levels are fine, except I am going to the rheumatologist this week for the possible lupus. But I mean, overall, in terms of more energy, anything
It's a 2 o'clock slump.
I mean, basically 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. slump, but no, you know what I mean? It's like the normal, afternoon, and then start my second shift at, home, laundry, sports, all that stuff. So
Mom life. Mav running you down. Do you drink coffee?
I have 1 coffee in the morning.
I mean, I hate to rely on the caffeine, but personally, I will have a caffeine in the 1 to 2 o'clock hour. I'll have my last cup of coffee right then. It's a little smaller serving than I normally drink, but it's not. I was gonna say if it came on recently, it could be the time change driving that, where your body's just not adapted to the time change.
I think that's a lot of it. I mean, and I can't drink coffee in the afternoon because, as you know, I put a lot of creamer in my coffee and I refuse to stop that. So that's why I usually do a Pepsi Zero. I see Shauna, I don't really like tea either. But I didn't know if there was you see B12 and stuff like that. So I didn't know if you knew of anything offhand.
B12 would be good for it. It would definitely be good for energy production. But I'm trying to. You know,
Can
if
I
it's
chime
only
in here
this time of
regarding B12?
year, what was that?
Can I chime in here regarding B12?
Yeah, go for it.
It, if you're taking a multivitamin, take a look to see how much is on there first, because too much B12, it gave me a bad bout of some funky heartbeats and that needed to be investigated. And it turns out my B12 levels were like triple what they were supposed to be. So
Yeah,
be
because mine,
careful with anything like that.
I don't even know if this has B12 in it. This one doesn't even look like it. Oh yeah, it has some B12, but like my levels are good. Plus I take Adderall, so my heart rate is already skyrocketed by the time of the day. But yeah, I just didn't know if there's any other supplement because I don't really take anything. So, and I get up, I get up at 6 every day, do my workout, go to work, drive a lot, come home. So
More
I know
so
it's
that, and
normal.
I'm blanking on the test. I'm blanking on the name of the test right now. I can't believe I'm doing that. But you said you've gotten your blood test checked, but have you ever gotten like the full panel where it's like, how are your magnesium levels? How are your vitamin D levels? How is this, that?
Mm,
My D levels were low for a long time, and I had no clue until I got checked. And they were
yeah.
like, we can give you injectable vitamin D. And I'm like, or I can go get sunlight and take the little pills. They were
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
BMP and CMP.
All of those, I got my dermatologist actually got all of that ran. So like everything was good except for my ANA levels that I'm going to the second rheumatologist for this week because the first one said, well, you just need more sleep. And I'm like, I don't know how that would make my blood test off. But yeah, they did all of that. So
So
I mean,
I had a full, I'm right there with you. Like, and I've actually been exhausted like most of my adult life. And I definitely have a slump in the middle of the day. Um, and the honest truth is that I've heard it from several doctors now, and I absolutely love my primary care. So like, this is the first one I'm actually listening to, is that some people just flat out need more sleep than other people. Like 8 hours is the recommended amount of sleep because she did everything. She tested everything on me and
yeah.
everything was fine. And that, you hit a season in your life where you just can't have that amount of sleep, the amount of sleep that your body actually needs to be functional for the entire day. But that being said, so I had a friend introduce me to, she was like a rep for it or whatever, just so she could get the discount, but it's called Spark. It's by Avocare. You can actually buy it in the grocery store now. It comes in a powder. You don't even have to use the whole thing because it's actually kind of strong. So if you use like half of a packet and it on days when I'm really, really dragging, it definitely helps. And it's just, you just put it in your water.
I think I've heard of it. I'll look at that
I'm
for
trying to
sure.
see what the ingredients are in that right now.
Yeah. And I do get a good amount of sleep. And the first rheumatologist I saw, he just was totally gaslighting me in terms of the sleep, because obviously that blood test was off and then my PCP ran it again. So that could be part of it, but I'll look into that Spark too.
The other thing that my doctor looked at, because she compared my results from last year, was that my insulin levels, while still within normal range, were on the higher end of normal.
That'll
And
cause slump.
she said that can make you tired. Like we actually talked about like a microdose of a GLP-1 if they came back at a certain level, just to try to like get that energy up. But the truth of the matter is that some of us, unfortunately, just like a perfect night's sleep for me is like 10 and a half hours.
Yeah.
But like, who lives a life where that actually can happen?
Yeah, and even like when I can't, like even when I can sleep in, I like don't. I just have like I have too much energy in the morning. My my husband, Tom knows who he is. He was teasing me the other day because he's like, oh, it's 6 a.m. There she goes up the stairs on the treadmill, doing her sprints on the treadmill. And then he goes for coffee and he can see me in the window. So I'm like, 6 o'clock, I'm doing good. But
You sprint at 6 in the house. That's savage.
yeah,
That's disrespectful.
above our bedroom. I mean,
Above the bedroom.
I got to, Chris Twiggs, it's Chris Twiggs' fault. Okay. Blame him.
Yeah, you're doing speed work.
And then I lift my weights, blame you, above the bedroom as well at 6 a.m.
That's why the home gym project died very quick. Because I'm like, I will drive the neighbors nuts.
Dan actually did come home the other day and he goes, I renewed our gym membership the other day. You can go to the gym any morning you want. Just go. I'll stay home. And I'm like, no, I just really like our gym.
It's convenient if you got it there.
Yeah. So,
I know you said they tested everything for you, but like, have they ever tested your ferritin levels? Because like sometimes that's something they don't typically do in a panel. Okay. So a lot of people, don't know about that. Okay. So I don't know.
That's that's kind of why my first question was there. Because like there's you get that done, all those done, you can find the deficiencies. Like my brain goes to B12, iron, CoQ10, which they're probably not going to test for. You could do CoQ10.
I'll have to look.
It could. I'm trying to like run my brain through now. It could be an adrenal issue. Do you feel burnt out? Like stress is high?
No.
So like,
yeah,
adaptogens might. I would try that. That's more ashwagandha, rhodiola. When my stress levels, I mean, I should order ashwagandha now just for this season, because when the stress levels go up, it's good to just bring that down, and that can kind of, I don't think they have a direct correlation on energy, but I think if they bring by bringing the stress levels down in the body, you're spending less energy on stress. So those might be two to look up. Again, numbers are in order. Like omega-3s are probably good. Magnesium's probably good if they tested that. D's good. You said you're taking D. And then your other option is caffeine. But you don't want to get too reliant on caffeine.
Yeah.
One day I'll do a 1 week fast off, or not 1 day, 7 days. I'll do it. I'll do a caffeine fast, and we'll cancel the call that week.
Make sure your wife goes on vacation.
I know, right? I could do it. I never thought I'd be a coffee person, and this sounds so like strange, but there was when all of the antioxidant health benefits of coffee started coming out, I was like, I gotta switch over from these monsters and stuff, and this has got to be better for me. Look at all the health benefits of coffee. And I started being a creamer person just to get that down, and now I'm black coffee all day, every day.
Well, one of your new challengers messaged me that I'm friends with, and he was like, I talked to Tom, and I told Tom that I have to drink my coffee with the creamer. And I said, I've been doing macros for 5 years. I've lost 20 some pounds, kept it off, and I drink probably like a quarter cup of creamer in my coffee daily just to count for it.
I went black coffee for years, but Kim, she's a creamer person. And she's like, have you tried it started with the freaking hazelnut. Have you tried this? And I'm like, I don't really like hazelnut. And then I put that damn Coffee Mate in there, and I'm like, this is good. And now she's like, hey, they had, what was it? It was a pumpkin spice one. I'm like, ooh, that's good too. And now what is the new one? It's not the Oatly. I was talking about this the other night.
Nut pods?
Huh?
Nut pods?
No.
Oh.
Starbucks at Target. I'm going to go tomorrow and buy the Starbucks sugar cookie almond milk one. That one's going to be good.
This silk maple brown sugar dairy-free oat creamer is delicious in my opinion. She bought that and it's been like sold out everywhere, and I'm kind of twitching. Splitting sugar-free and normal creamer flavors to help cut down the calories. I like it. Peppermint mocha Coffee Mate junkie. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll try it. Oh my God. I like, is it Coffee Mate? Is that the brand I like? I like Coffee Mate because they made does anybody watch White Lotus? Just me? Did you see the one they made for White Lotus?
No, what was it?
I think it was Coffee Mate. It was the pina
It was like,
colada.
it was
was
like
the
a purple
poison.
bottle.
It was the poison pina colada.
They had two different ones. I
So
can't
you know
think
how
of
they
the
put
other
the pina
ones.
colada in the blender and it had the poison in it? That was the theme of the flavor. And I was like, that is just on brand marketing because it came out right at that time. Yeah, I didn't love this past season, but I'm a big fan of that show. And then they did a Thai iced coffee. I didn't try that one.
That one was good.
This weekend, there will be some damage done on food. I'm going to a Thai festival. Has anybody ever done that? If you're local to Orlando, Krista, you should check out the Thai festival. It's kind of close to Celebration.
Where's that at? I'm local.
You
said a Celebration?
It's I actually think it's more Kissimmee. Taste of Thai. Here it is. Taste of Thai Food Festival at the
Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
So it goes to it's a fundraiser for the temple.
Okay.
And since it's the biggest temple in Central Florida, all of the local Thai restaurants come out. So you pay like $20 to get in, but all the restaurants come out and they just have trays of food that you can sample. Like
Oh, that's awesome.
it's included. And then they do like raffles of stuff. Like they're just trying to raise money for the temple. And there's like the dancer shows, and I'd never been to anything like that. And my wife's family has her god sister her husband is Thai, and mother was at that temple for years. So we checked it out and I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, I'm on call this weekend.
You're working? Lame.
Mm-hmm.
Try to give you a new activity to do. And I'm going to see if I can drag her to go see Zootopia. The new show, not the movie. I will see that too. What other questions we got tonight? Nothing. You feel confident you're going to stay on track through the new year?
Yes.
Larry said a firm yes.
I'm feeling good. With it getting darker earlier, I've been making a commitment because normally I like to run in the mornings. But I've been making a commitment that if it's not a run morning, since it's dark so late and it just feels blah, I've been getting to the gym and doing my weightlifting in the morning instead of just running.
All right, I'll take it. It kind of upsets me a little bit. It's throwing my brain off. Not upsets me. The sun is coming up when I'm in the gym now.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I feel like I should already be out in the world by that point.
I feel like I'm late for work because
Yes,
I go to work in the dark.
I've been feeling so behind. And I've actually, because of that, I end up rushing as I see the sun coming up and getting the workout done quicker. And then I look at my watch and I'm like, oh my God, it's only like 6:05. I have time. And then I walk on the treadmill. My wife's like, you've been here. And I'm like, I'm waiting for you. Just walking on the treadmill. La-di-da, getting steps in. My runs are definitely suffering from my lack of nutrition focus. It's funny how those tie together. Call you out, Andrew. You called yourself out, girl. You need to refocus. Dial in because Princess is coming. I gotta come up with costumes for Princess and Dopey and all of that.
Don't the sisters do Princess?
What?
Don't you do the sisters for Princess, or do you do them? No, that's half. They're the half. You already wore them. Okay.
We do that to kick off the season on the half.
Yeah. It's hard to remember what you guys dress up as.
Somebody asked us. Somebody had an idea, and it might be too much.
Is there anything that's too much?
It might be a little much. She wants to do like a burlesque-esque princesses.
You need tassels. Like
tassels?
You need tassels. Like
I'm trying to find the chat she put it in.
Say what?
I'm trying to find the chat she put it in real quick so I could show you.
Oh, I thought you said you don't know what to attach it to. I was like, I will send you skin safe stuff to attach some tassels.
I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Yep.
If Kim
But
says it's okay,
that
it's
is
do it.
wrong on so many levels.
No,
right
it is
now.
right. That can only be right.
My friend Amanda came through with that, and she's like, "Yeah, let's go. Let's just go wild with that." Yondu Mary Poppins. That was probably my favorite creation. I did like that one. I got to get on that for marathon weekend in California. I got to get on it. Alex and I have a great plan for the 5K. First Princess Challenge for my husband and I this year, plus the 5K. Nice. Princess cannot wait. Nothing is too much. Dopey weekend restaurants and reservations. I haven't made any yet.
Sebastian's is so underrated, and it's usually like you can usually get a reservation the day of, but Sebastian's over at Caribbean Beach Resort, banging, on point.
I went there for wine and dine, and oh my God.
I'm gonna add it to the list.
Yeah, if you've never done Sebastian's,
And I was able to.
I almost kind of want to gatekeep because I don't want people to go there and for it to be hard to get a reservation at, but it is so underrated.
That's how all the good stuff gets ruined.
But just in this group, Okay, we're keeping it here.
I'm not even kidding. Like when I see somebody post something like that, it's like, oh no, do this. And I'm like, shut up. That's my trick, man. Storybook dining. We were trying to do that last year and it just never happened.
That's delicious.
All right. That's what Matt. All right. Well, it's dinner time. Make good decisions. Hopefully I see everybody on both calls next week, Wednesday and Thursday. Make good decisions this week. If you haven't yet, go write your goals down, figure them out, how to get through the next 2 months solid, smooth, cruise into the new year. Citricos, guava short ribs. That sounds delicious. I don't even like short ribs, but they are so good. When making your dining reservations, make sure you don't have anything that is going to jack up your tummy. Learn that the hard way at Woody's Roundup Rodeo. Not a fun race to run the next day. I'm leaving you with that tonight. Michelle, what do you got?
I will leave you with a better thing is if you use powdered Gatorade, make sure it isn't expired because that will ruin your ability to get your 2:22 half marathon.
What?
Yeah.
Test out your foods. Final lesson of the night. Going surfing next week in Mexico. Lots and lots of seafood. Eat the good stuff. Have a good night, y'all.
Have a
Good night.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me join.
Of course. See ya.
Bye.